Hello and welcome to this bumpy 50-point inspection. Today from Branch and Blade Brewing Company out of Keene, New Hampshire, I have Born Sinner, which is an IPA. It comes in at 7% ABV. Hops are not mentioned in this, but it says too proud, too envious, or too greedy. Too much of any one sin and you're cast aside. We've taken the best of each sin to create our core New England IPA offering. Balance yourself. We are all born sinners. Yeah. So can art's done by Kristen Carroll. You can find her on Instagram. Or actually, it was done by Kristen Gerard. But you can find her on Instagram at Kristen Carroll. It's a KRISTENCARROLL. Probably check out her artwork. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and pour this into a glass and start this inspection. I have nothing really to go off of. I've already talked about Branch and Blade, so I'm not going to say the same thing over again about the same brewing company. So. And there's no hops that are listed to talk about. So going in blind. Alright, so this is pouring with a not so large head, but it is a fairly tight white bubbled about a finger width head anyways. Color of the beer itself is a nice kind of gold orange, hazy in coloration as well. The aromas say some mango, passion fruit. There's a little bit of a sweetness in there from the malt. See, now I didn't have any fruit flies around me until I opened up a beer, and now I have lovely fruit flies. Yeah, there's like a sweet smell, so something coming from the malt and a little bit of a pineapple note in there also. All right, well, let's go in for a swig here, so cheers. Medium body, medium carbonation. That one happens a lot. Semi-smooth mouthfeel to this one. It is a little bit on the kind of watery side, not completely smooth. There is some of that carbonation also coming up through. I would say passion fruit is a pretty big flavor in this one. A little bit of that mango flavor as well. The malt kind of comes through kind of mid-palate with this. It's that sweetness kind of thing that I was noticing in the aroma. A little bit of like a bready type sweetness. I'd say a little zing of pineapple also to kind of finish this one off. The bitterness level on this is pretty low. It's there. It's got a bitterness, but it's kind of just balanced throughout. It's not overpowering, which is nice. Yeah, that is the beer as a whole. Doesn't really dry the palate that much. It's not too bitter. A few decent flavor notes coming through from the hops. Let's go ahead and put a score down for this one. Okay, I got my score down. The appearance, I will give this a 6 out of 6. For the aromatics, pretty nice. Little bit of just that little bit of kind of malt shining through. So I kind of just dinged it on the malt profile mostly. Could use more, but it did have that kind of slight sweet note coming up. 9 out of 10 for the aromatics. Yeah, even more of that mango and kind of the pineapple and stuff's kind of sneaking in there now. It's kind of getting a bit more potent as I've drank on it, and Hasn't really warmed up much. It's not due to it warming, but maybe I'm just noticing more because of having it on the palate. And the flavors, same thing. It's the malt. It's got that kind of sweet breadiness. It's not up front. Pick up on the hop flavors first and foremost. It's kind of mid palate. Start to notice like a slight sweet breadiness. So once again, not as much malt flavor in there as I would like, but not a bad beer either. Scored perfectly for everything else as far as the flavor for me. So I'm going to give it a 17 out of 19. I do like the way that this one is not super bitter. It doesn't go into some type of pininess or whatnot that just destroys all those other nice mango, pineapple, passion fruit type notes that are there. Body on this one, it's good. It's medium body, semi-soft. Could have been softer. That's more of a mouthfeel than body so much, but yeah, it's decent. I'm just gonna give it the 5 out of 5 for the body. It's nothing horrid about it. My overall for this beer is an 8 out of 10. Very drinkable, and yeah, some decent flavors coming out of it. It's not a wow factor beer for sure, so it's not going to be a world class, but it is a very enjoyable brew to drink. Anyways, decently made. So for Branch and Blade's Born Sinner IPA, it's going to get a BuMpY 45 out of 50, which is going to land this as a very good beer. I want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.